Welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you 6 examples of how to expand double brackets. Looking at example 1, we have x plus 1, and that's multiplied with x plus 3. The way in which we're going to do this is we're going to break these brackets down into smaller brackets using a similar method to how we expanded single brackets. Now, looking at our first term in our first bracket, we have this x. I'm going to get this x here and I'm going to multiply it with the x in the second bracket and then the 3 in the second bracket. And what that's going to give me is an expression that looks like this. So x, then x, plus x, and then we'll have the plus 3 there. Okay, now looking at the second term, in our first bracket, we have the plus 1. We're going to do something similar in that we get our plus 1 and multiply it with the x, then multiply it with the plus 3. So that's going to look like 1, then the x, plus 1 and the 3. Now using algebra to simplify this expression on the right here, we have x times x, well that's going to be x squared, plus 3 times, or x times 3, that's 3x, plus 1 times x, simply goes down to x, and then 1 times 3 is 3. Simplifying again, x squared stays the same. We collect the like terms with the 3x and the x, that becomes 4x, and then we get plus 3. So that's our first example done. That's as far as we can simplify it. Going down to our second example, we have x plus 3 multiplied by x minus 5. Using the same method, first term in the first bracket, that's the x multiplied with the x in the second bracket and the minus 5 in the second bracket. That's going to look like x plus x and then minus 5. Now the second term, like so. So that will be a 3 multiplied by x plus 3 multiplied with minus 5. Simplifying this, we get x squared plus minus 5x plus 3x plus 3 times minus 5, that's minus. Simplifying this out, the x squared. Then we have minus 5x plus 3x. That's going to become minus 2x, and then minus 15. So that's our second example done there. Going down, example 3, we have x minus 4 times x minus 7. Same steps, first term and first term and second term. That's going to look like x and x plus x multiplied with the minus 7 plus second term is minus 4 multiplied with x plus minus 4 multiplied with minus 7. Simplifying, x squared plus minus 7x plus minus 4x plus minus negative 28. Simplifying again, we don't need the plus, just minus 7x minus 4x plus 28, double negative. Then collecting like terms, minus 7x minus 4x, that is negative 11x plus 28. And we are done. Next example, we have something that looks a little bit different to what we've seen. We've got x plus 5 all squared. Now remember what this squared means, and that is that it's simply x plus 5 is repeated. So x plus 5, and then it becomes x plus 5. So you've got 2 lots of x plus 5 there. Now we're going to expand that out using the same method. So the 2 x's and the x and the 5, and then the 5 and the x and the two 5s. X multiplied by x plus x multiplied with the 5 plus 5 multiplied with the x plus 5 multiplied with the 5. Simplifying, x squared plus 5x plus 5x plus 25, and then we get x squared plus 10x plus 25, and we are done. Next one, again slightly different, but nothing we can't handle. First thing we'll do is we'll deal with the two brackets here, and then after we're done with those, we'll deal with this negative. So what we're going to do is draw in the lines. So we're going to get x plus x times 1 plus 3 times x plus 3 times 1. Now we're going to get x squared, so x times x plus 3x plus 3. Still have this negative out front. We're going to collect like terms within the bracket, so x squared plus 4x plus 3. Then we're going to deal with the negative here. Now what does the negative do? Well, it's simply going to make everything inside the bracket multiplied by minus 1. So that's going to be minus x squared minus 4x minus 3. So nothing too complicated. Going down to our final example, example 6, minus 2 times 2 plus x times x plus 4. Again, there's all different ways in which we can handle this, but what I'm going to suggest is we deal with this part first, and then we'll deal with the minus 2. So dealing with the front part, we've got 2 on the x, 2 on the 4, and then subsequently x in the x and x in the 4. Expanding that out, we've got 2x plus 2, 4 plus x plus x, 4. Simplifying, we're going to get, that will be 2x plus 8 plus x squared plus 4x. Then collecting like terms, we've got the 2x here and the 4x here. We'll get 6x plus 8 plus x squared. And now that we've got that out of the way, we'll deal with the inside of the brackets here. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply the 2 and the 6x, negative 2 on the 8, the negative 2 on the x squared. So go down one more line. That's going to become negative 2 6x plus negative 2 8 plus negative 2 x squared. Then simplifying, we get negative 12x minus 8 minus 16 minus 2x squared. And then simply because we like having the highest power at the front of an equation like this, or an expression like this, we want to have minus 2x squared minus 12x minus 16. So last two lines, both are permissible, but if you put it in the last line, it's probably the easiest to read, so I'd go with the last line. So those have been 6 examples of how we open double brackets.